Hello, Gemini. Welcome, my fellow Geminis. How you guys doing? Gemini, this is for you if you have a significant placement in Gemini, such as your sun, your moon sign, your rising, which is your ascendant, or your Venus sign. So stay tuned, Team Gemini. We are going to see what's going on with you. We're going to read about money and romance. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Welcome in. Here we go, Gemini. Let's get a general message for you, Gemini. General message for the Jeroos. General message for Gemini. General message for Gemini. Here we go, Team Gemini. How you guys doing? Welcome, everybody. Hello, Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What does Gemini need to know in general? What does Gemini need to know in general? Let's see what we can find out for you, loves. Let's see what we got here. All right, let's see what's going on with you, Gemini. What's going on? Knight of Swords in reverse. Who are you not talking to? The Knight of Wands. There's my answer. Could be a fire sign. Justice in the reverse. Oh, you're not talking to somebody. It could be a romance thing. It could be something else. You feel like they're not treating you well, and they may owe you an apology with the Justice card in the reverse. Whoever this is may be a bit temperamental, distant, difficult to deal with, exhausting, could be at a distance, possibly, certainly acting distant. Okay. I feel like you, the Knight of Swords is in the Minor Arcana, can represent our energy, Gemini, you and I, in the Minor Arcana. We got it in the reverse. I feel like you're not talking to someone. Very interesting. Who is this? Who is this? And why are you not speaking to this person? Goodness. Oh, the World card is trying to peek out on the bottom of the deck. Gemini, my cards went nuts. And the World card on the bottom of the deck was screaming to get my attention. What I feel like is this, Gemini. In your mind, you're glad. You feel like it's a relief to not deal with this. Ooh, you feel like, you kind of feel like you're done with this situation or person. Could be a group of people, but I feel like it's a person. This may be work, but you're like, you know what? This ship has sailed and I'm glad about it. Gemini saying this ship has sailed and I'm glad about it. And actually, I'm actually ready for better friends, better whatever, right? The thing about it is, Gemini, you may have felt like things were one-sided between you and this person. And again, this could be a friendship. Okay. We may not be talking about romance here, but could even be a work setting. But I want to, the only thing I would say here, Gemini, is to caution you, and I don't think you're doing this, but I would just caution you that waiting on or feeling like you're owed an apology, before you can move on or forgive, that's not helping you, and it's not hurting the other person. If you're holding a grudge or you're hoping somebody gets bad karma, that's only going to hurt you too. All right. So that would be the only advice I could see that I would give in this situation. But if this person truly is chaotic, temperamental, difficult to deal with, and exhausting, you made a good decision from that standpoint. I would just caution you about those things as a possibility with the cards that I'm seeing. But the sooner you release the grudge, if you've got one or anything like that, the better off you're going to be, and the more you're going to be ready to move towards something better. All right. Now, hey, Yvonne, Conceited Crown. Hey, Natisha. Hey, Enium. I'm saying your name wrong, and I'm sorry. But hello, Tracy. How you doing? Yvonne, I hope you're doing good today. Hey, Elaine and Angie. How you guys doing? All right, Geminis. We're going to talk about job, money, and career. Okay, shall we? What's going on the job front for you, Gems? What's going on here that you need to know about job, money, career, possibly, money, possibly? Let's see what Gemini needs to know. What do you need to know right now about job, money, and career? Let's give Gemini some bread that they can use. Let's give them something that they can use that can help them on the job, money, and career front. Let's see. Let's not, we don't tickle your ears here. We try to be encouraging. Why is this card flipped around? We try to be encouraging for you, Gemini, but at the same time, we try to give you advice if we see that's something that we can help you with. My cards are discombobulated, Gemini. Give me just a minute. All right, hang on. All right, I think I got them good. All right, good. Job, money, and career for Gemini, please. Job, money, and career. Thank you, Cynthia. Hey, Laura, how are you? All right, here we go. Job, money, and career for Jim Jims. Job, money, and career. Here we go, loves. Here we go. That's it, Elaine. That's it. 8 of Pentacles. Good job. Death reversed. Okay. 7 of Swords. You know what's interesting is this, Gemini. I think that you are in a, for those of you, I think this particular part, we may pull a self-employment spread. We're going to see how this goes. Gemini, I think you're in a situation where you're having to rise above. You're being called to rise above. The 7 of Swords is here. You may not trust your employer or where you work. Okay. There may be trust issues here, but I almost feel like you are being called to ignore that. Not ignore people that are haters, ignore people that are, whatever. Put your nose to the wheel and pay attention to what you're doing. And I think you will be taken care of. Okay. And I think you will see a major comeback from all of this. I think you're going to overcome this. I think the ticket is to stay in your own lane, 8 of Pentacles, focus on your own work, not to get involved in the bullshit around you. Okay. And that's how you're going to be successful to overcome the challenging place in your workplace. All right. That's what I get here. That could apply if you're self-employed, right? If there's competitors out there around you that are, less than ethical, let's just say that, maybe trying to undermine you, something of that nature. I'm still getting the message, Gemini, with this 8 of Pentacles. Stay focused on your own thing. Stay in your lane. That's how you're going to overcome it. Right, Gemini? Give me a minute. So, message of the day for the work setting. You're going to be okay. You're going to be fine financially if you rise above the bullshittery around you and stay in your lane and stay focused on your own path and not worry about what everybody else is doing, as long as it doesn't affect you, right? Rise above. That's the thing I'm getting for you for job, money, and career. All right. Hello, Carla. How are you? Good to see you. All right. Anything else for Gemini's job, money, and career? Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Knight of Swords. This is literally your energy in the upright. Just do it. Use your communication. Gemini, you're Mercury. You are, and you know this, one of your superpowers, Gemini, is the ability to communicate your words. We are the logophiles of the zodiac. And if you don't know what that means, Gemini, you should. It's the lover of words. Okay. And communication. All right. That's how you're going to level up, is through your superpowers, Gemini, through you being you, through you stepping into that awesome ability to communicate. Okay. And get her done. And I feel like with this Queen of Wands, you've got to level up here. Whether that is for you being self-employed or working in a situation. I see you leveling up. And I see the key to that as being opening your mouth and using your superpowers. All right? Communication. We are ruled by Mercury. That's the planet of communication, right? Now, some of you may be caught. Listen, Gemini, I'm just getting this. Some of you, whether you're self-employed or not, you may find yourself in situations where you are called upon to publicly speak, teach, that sort of thing, make presentations publicly, that sort of thing. And that can apply whether you are self-employed or employed, okay? And I don't care what you do for a living. Look, back in the day when I was in accounting, okay, I came to a place where with my employer who was part of a national affiliation. Okay. And I was here locally employed in, upper level management position in accounting. But it came to be where I was teaching everybody in the nation that was affiliated with that place where I was working. I was teaching other peers at like conferences and shit. Okay. And look, So don't think for a minute that accountants are always sitting behind the desk like this. Okay, yeah, most of the time, right? Behind a computer, most of the time. But you know, you never know what where your profession is going to take you. And I became somebody who was very visible in that industry because of that. So anyway, fun fact. All right, now, and certainly if you're self-employed, communication is key. We're always selling ourselves, right? All right, now let's talk about romance. And we are going to start with the person on your mind, Gemini. Speaking of the mind, right? And Mercury. All right, here we go. Hey, family ties, welcome in. Hey, don't forget to drop a like, everybody. If you have not joined Fam Jam, which is our Soul Fam membership here at the cottage, the link is in the top of the chat. Okay. We are getting really, really deep as far as learning to attract better experiences. Okay. And taking it to the next level. My next topic on Fam Jam, which will be early next week, I'm going to cover in more detail the upcoming full moon partial lunar eclipse. Okay. That is a very pivotal time. The energies of an eclipse type full moon are 3 times as powerful, it is said. So, and very, very pivotal. So join us for that. If you have not already become a part of Soul Fam, I hope you'll do that. That being said, Gemini, let's look at the person on your mind. The person on your mind, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Here we go, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go, Gemini. Here we go. Person on your mind. 5 of Swords. 10 of Wands in reverse. 8 of Cups in reverse. You know what's interesting to me, Gemini, is this. I feel like in your mind, 5 of Swords, I feel like you didn't trust this person. You haven't trusted this person. There was a trust issue. You may have a reason to, a literal reason to, or it may have been in your gut. Okay. It may have been in your gut, or it may have been something you literally knew they were lying. Maybe you couldn't prove it. Maybe you couldn't prove it, but you knew it, right? It just didn't add up. The math didn't math, right? You know, one of those things where people are telling something, and from a logic standpoint, and we are one of, you know, being Mercury ruled, we're a logic sign, right? From your logical self, you could drive Mack trucks through the reasons why that didn't add up, right? You know what I'm saying? It could have been something like that. But I think that you threw in the towel. All right. I think you ended up throwing in the towel on this thing and throwing up your hands. 10 of Wands in reverse. This is too much. I'm tired of dealing with this. I know I can't trust this person. I may or may not be able to put my finger on exactly what it is, but I'm tired of dealing with the bullshit. I'm tired of feeling like I'm being played with. I'm tired of feeling like I'm being lied to. All right. And I think I think at some point in this timeline, you threw in the towel and just kind of threw your hands up and said, fuck this. 10 of Wands in reverse, right? Gemini, you lost your patience. Not a bad thing. Okay. Some things don't deserve a lot of patience, right? If you can see through it and you feel like you can drive a Mack truck through it. Yeah. Right. So here we are kind of throwing our hands up in the air and saying, fuck this. Well, what do you know? Your fuck this move. Look what's happening. 8 of Cups in reverse. Your person don't want to let you go, Gemini. Well, well, well. How these tables turn. How these tables. Energetically, when you pull back your energy, what do? This is one of the basic laws of energy. Okay. I'm not talking about when you cut communication off. I'm talking about when you don't focus on them here or like watching their social media and you literally shift your energy to yourself. Energetically, that's what a person feels and responds to. Not no contact, but when you change your energetic focus, right? That's what they feel. And that's what I believe has happened. That's why this is the 10 of Wands in reverse, pulling back the action energy, right? The energetic action, okay? Here they come back around. Here they come back around. Now, I don't know if they've done that yet or not, okay? But they definitely feel the absence of the energy. That I can tell you. They definitely do. And I feel like it's just a matter of time that this person will be like, oh God, you know, I've fucked up now. I've lost Gemini. Well, what's interesting about that is that I do feel like you will receive some sort of communication or something of that nature, because I feel like this person does not want to lose Gemini. Now, I'm not sure why. We're going to see why that is. Tower in reverse. Yeah, they don't want to lose you. That would be a tower. All right. That would be a tower. You know what's interesting though, Gemini, is this. I feel like this. I don't trust this person, Gemini, still. I think when they come back around, I don't think they're going to be honest with you. Page of Cups in reverse, King of Swords in reverse. I feel like this person is still a big fat liar. What I feel like is they don't want to lose you. That part is true. They absolutely don't want to lose you. The problem is not that. That part is fine. Okay. The part that bothers me is that they're going to lie to you to get you back. They're going to tell you whatever it takes to get you back. That's manipulative. What is that? Games, Gemini. And I feel, I don't know what this person, I don't know what kind of bullshittery this person is going to lay at your feet. Okay. What kind of horseshit they're going to try to feed you, Gemini, to get you back. But they're not going to be honest. I do have that. You cannot trust. You're right. You're not wrong. You still cannot trust. Let me tell you how you know if this person is lying or not. Because their mouth is open. I almost feel like, Gemini, some of you guys are dealing with a compulsive liar, pathological liar. Okay. I almost feel like some of you guys are dealing with somebody that's a pathological liar. Or compulsive liar. They just lie, like they don't know how to tell the truth. And sometimes people like that will lie so much that they'll start to believe their own lies. You ever dealt with anybody? I have dealt with people like that, and that's pretty creepy. But at any rate, Gemini, I think that's what you're dealing with here. I think that is what you're dealing with, is a freaking compulsive liar. They absolutely don't want to lose you. That part, okay, whatever. It's how they're going about trying to get you back that I have an issue with. And to me, first of all, if they really loved you, Gemini, they would respect you enough to be honest. To me, this is more like you're their possession, that they don't want to lose control of you. All right. They don't want to lose control of you. It's not that they love you. It's that they don't want to lose the status of having Gemini or the control over you, or both. All right. If they really loved you, they would be honest. They would not lie to you and tell you whatever it took to get you back. We don't lie to people we love. We just don't do that. All right. Exactly, Tracy. Exactly. So that's what I have here, Gemini. So I would just caution you. Certainly the ball is in your court. You have free will. You can do whatever you want to do. Right. But that's what I have here. That's what I have here. All right. Now, Gemini, let's talk to the singles. Let's switch gears again. Now, if you would like a personal reading, I have opened personal readings back up, by the way. I've added some. I have a few available, not many. I think I've got about 2 left between now and next week. But if you would like a personal reading, hit me up for a personal reading. And if you don't know how to book one, the only way to book a personal reading with me is by following the link in the description box below this video. All right. That being said, Geminis, let's talk to you Gemini singles. What do you need to know about romance? What do you need to know about romance? Hello, Palabi. Hey, Michaela. How you doing? Hey, Senorita. Oh, let me see if I can say Senor. I can't roll my R's. Senorita. Did I do it? I don't know. You'll have to tell me. All right, here we go. Gemini singles. Gemini sun, moon, rising, and Venus. What do my Gemini singles need to know about romance? What do you need to know about romance? Let's take a look, love bugs, and see what you need to know about romance. Let's see, Gems. Let's see. I did it? Oh, good, Senorita. Thank you. I did it wrong then, though. I reverted back, right? What do you need to know about romance here? All right, what I get is this, Gemini. I think you have options around you, but I'm not sure that you're liking, I don't think you're in alignment with some of them. The reason I say that, 2 of Pentacles in reverse, that's options, but with it being in the reverse, it's kind of like, meh, right? That's the energy that I sometimes pick up depending on how I read. And that's kind of clarified by the 3 of Cups in reverse. I think you're not in alignment with what's around you. And the Queen of Swords is here. I like your approach and that you're taking with regard to romantic potentials. You're not, you're keeping energetic boundaries up. You're holding your standards, right? You're holding to your standards. And I don't feel like you're settling, single Geminis. And for that, I applaud you. Okay. I think that these douche canoes that come towards you, I think you see them for what they are. And you're just like, ain't nobody got time for that. So that part I like. I think you have a lot around you. Okay. But that part, that's kind of like, say la vie. But what I applaud you about is holding firm in your own standards, boundaries, deal breakers, those sorts of things, the red flags, right? When you see them, snip, snip, right? Where's my scissors? When Gemini sees the red flags, you're snipping them. So I'm proud of you, Gemini, because I think what you're doing is you're not allowing yourself to get so caught up in emotions and all this kind of bullshit before until you see. And when the minute you see it, they're gone. And you're not mad. I'm not mad. It's just an energetic decision, right? We're just not aligned, that kind of thing. No hard feelings. I wish the best. I want you to eat, just not at my table, right? That's kind of the energy here. So I think you've been dealing with that quite a bit. And fair enough. Fair enough, singles. Fair enough. Is there anything else my singles need to know? Is there anything else that my singles need to know? The Hanged Man in reverse, the Knight of Wands, the Justice card. Gemini, you do have some good karma coming in the department of romance, though. The World card is here. The completion of a tough cycle, right? You're finishing up a tough cycle here. I almost feel like, Gemini, with the World card, Ten of Wands in reverse, a tough cycle, singles. Maybe you've had a cycle where you've had nothing but douche canoes or maybe nobody around you. Okay, so I'm kind of getting a tough cycle ending here. The Hangman in reverse would even speak to that, okay? And look, something new coming in. I like that. That's kind of a breakthrough. That Ace of Swords is a victory card, okay? And I do like this. Look at here. I feel like you've got something coming in. I feel like it's new. Gemini, okay, so you could be anywhere on this timeline. The timeline goes like this. There's this period of time where nothing but douche canoes come towards you. And you're just like, no, 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 no. But I feel like then you reach, I don't know what creates this breakthrough with the World card here. Maybe you meet somebody traveling or you relocate or something like that. But then I think you have this victory and this breakthrough. All right. And for that, I like you. And I like this for you. I almost feel like with that Knight of Wands energy that shows you kind of plodding through that tough cycle, it's kind of like this, I'm not giving up energy. I'm not going to give up on love, but I'm also not going to settle, right? I'm going to hit it hard, but I'm not going to settle, right? And I mean, in the meantime, you may get yourself a little bit of nookie. Do we even use that word anymore? I don't know, but you may get you a little bit, but I don't think you're becoming emotionally invested with these folks. I really don't. All right. And I'm proud of you for that. I'm proud of you for that. All right. That's not easy. That's not easy. So kudos to you, Geminis. Glad for you. All right. Hey, Michaela, how you doing? Christina, good to see you guys. All right, Geminis, let's do the Crosswatcher reading. Let me get a sip of water, hit my vape, and then we're going to do the Crosswatcher reading. And by the way, I'm going to read for Cancer after this too. And I'm doing an all signs. Who's coming towards you? So we can get a little bit more into that for you during that time. All right. Give me just a minute. All right. I don't know if you know this, Geminis. You probably do. A lot of you guys were following me this time last year, and you know this, but I dress up for Halloween every year, and I usually have several costumes. I do this year. I have 4 costumes, and I'm so excited. And that's all you get to know. You have to wait and see what I wear. Last year, I dressed up. I was a cop, And then I was, for another one, I was the Catwoman, dominatrix kind of combo. And then I was a satanic nun. So anyway, all right, here we go, Gemini. Here we go. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Crosswatcher reading. Crosswatcher reading for the Geminis. Here we go. I love Halloween. It's my favorite holiday. Crosswatcher reading. Now, for those of you that are new, this is where you watch for the sign of the person you are curious about to see what to expect in a connection with that person. And here we go, Geminis. Here we go. Thank you, senorita. I blew it. I tried it, but I blew it that time. Here we go. Gemini, if you're dealing with an Aries, this Aries is paying attention to you, watching you, but at the same time not doing anything, kind of holding back at this point. So you've got their eye and their attention, but they're absolutely, you know what? They're acting like they're ignoring you, but they're watching you. Aries is. That's kind of interesting. All right, Taurus. Taurus is invested in this thing. They would like to talk. I think you may hear from the Taurus. If you are dealing with another Gemini, that Gemini has more love for you than they want you to know. That if you're dealing with another Gemini, the Gemini you're dealing with has deep emotion for you, but they don't want to tell you. They don't want to tell you. Cancer. Cancer is being very avoidant about this. There could be a third party here, but Cancer is being avoidant. They feel like it's a disaster that they want to avoid, okay? And they're going in a different direction. If you're dealing with a Leo, why do I get that this Leo is self-absorbed? King of Cups in reverse, Nine of Cups. All about me. Cold. All right. If you're dealing with a Virgo, you know what? This is very interesting. Somebody here, if you're dealing with a Virgo, either you may have blocked them or they may have blocked you. There's not much going on. It looks very stagnant, but yet the Virgo can't move on from you. The Virgo cannot move on. They're not doing anything. I think they've got a lot of fears here. Okay, that's kind of what I'm picking up. All right. If you're dealing with a Libra, Libra is going in a different direction and moving on. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, Scorpio is invested in this thing. They want to see you guys do well. But at the same time, something is stressing Scorpio out about this. And so I don't think they trust you, Gemini, just yet. So they're watching you. They're watching you. If you're dealing with a Sagittarius, Sagittarius is, you know what? Sagittarius is acting withdrawn, but they do have emotion for you. They absolutely do. They want this. They want you. They want your ass. They're just acting like they're withdrawn. All right. I think you'll hear from them if they don't, you know, kind of thing. All right. Capricorn. I don't think there is anything here except heartbreak and endings. Okay. If you are dealing in possible third party, if you're dealing with an Aquarius possible third party, I think you're dealing with somebody that possibly is a bit unstable here. Okay. Yeah. You know, the thing about it is, I think you guys both feel a connection to each other, but I feel like it's super unstable. And I think this Aquarius is a lesson and not a lifetime. Pisces, there is, I don't like this energy between you and a Pisces. It looks like it could be a toxic cycle. And the Emperor is in reverse. This Pisces may be a douche canoe. All right. I don't think it's going to go anywhere with the wheel in reverse, with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Does that make sense? All right. So there you go, Team Gemini. We're going to read for Cancer shortly. And then we'll do our all signs after that. Thank you so much for being here, beautifuls. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Don't forget to drop a like for your girl. Bye, y'all.